Good morning, good morning, good morning. We've had a sort of a cloudy sky today, and that's okay. This is VisitMema, and I hope you're all doing well. Yes, there's not a lot of light today for some reason, and the light bulb I've got here is that I replaced the light, well, the bulb I you anyway, I don't have enough light. That's all there is to it today. So, but I wanted to take a few minutes to read you something that that a friend of mine shared, and it's an old story, but I'm going to read it to you and see if you enjoy, because it's really quite. I think it's funny and also of sweet memories. And it says. Today's experiences are tomorrow's memories. And I thank goodness I took time to make as many as possible. When Charlie was still in high school, his girlfriend knitted him a beautiful light green sweater. And when he came home with it, we all admired it because it was, indeed, lovely. He was so proud of that sweater, and he loved it more than anything else in his entire wardrobe. But a day or two later, he came home from school and upset. He had spilled hot chocolate all over his sweater and was sure it was rain. This is hard. Don't worry, Mama said. I'll wash it for you and it will come out fine. Oh no, he protests. Don't you touch it. You might shrink it. Mama just smiled at Charlie with explicit orders to leave his sweater alone. But of course, after he left for school, the mama did what any good mama would do. Mama carefully washed the sweater, which came out looking as beautiful as ever. As Mama put it in its drawer, a devious little thought crossed crossed her mind. If there were only the same way to make Charlie think the sweater was ruined and then have him find it clean and carefully folded and waiting in his drawer. Well, later that day, Mama was going to the market and she went by a store that sold Ken and Barbie dolls. Y'all remember those Ken and Barbie dolls? Probably had some, didn't you? Or your kids dad, or and all the accessories. Looking in the window, Mama delighted to see a tiny light green sweater that perfectly matched Charlie's in color, texture, and smile. We know what she's up to, don't we? The only difference was that Charlie's sweater was at least 15 times larger. The tiny sweater in the window was the size of the palm of your hand. And Mama had to have it. So Mama went in and bought the little tiny sweater, the Ken sweater, I think it was, Ken sweater. And then she rushed home and she laid it on his bed, Charlie's bed. And then she went back to the kitchen and she's cooking supper and humming, her normal routine and fixing him a snack. And all of a sudden, she hears Charlie upstairs and he said, "My sweater! He looks like a coaster." Oh, bless his little heart. And he said, "Bob, you ruined it. I knew this would happen. You boiled my sweater." She's in the kitchen, so she's smiling and laughing, but trying to be serious. So she runs up to his room to see what all the mess was about. She was innocent. And she saw him. Charlie sitting there on the bed, stretching his little sweater. Oh, Mom, he's working on that sweater and working. Can you imagine? And her sweater's all right, but he's just desperate to stretch that little tiny palm-sized sweater that his girlfriend had knitted for him that he adored. And so Mama couldn't take it any longer. Oh, yes, you're right, Charlie. I tried to wash your sweater, but it must have shrunk. Charlie was desperate. And then he started. And then he started to laugh. And then Mama had to say something. "Steve, do you really think that I would hurt something that meant so much to you?" Mama said, "Charlie, look in your dresser drawer." And there was the puffy green sweater, looking brand new and quite a bit larger than the miniature he was holding. I just can imagine him stretching. Oh, that's funny. Charlie's face lit up, and it was like he had a smile, a twinkle in his eye, and a voice that was saying, "Aw, I knew you wouldn't really hurt my sweater." And here Charlie thought that Mama had ruined his sweater, but he still enjoyed the joke many years later. We kept the little sweater on display for a while, and every time we saw it or I brought it up when all the family was together, we'd all laugh. So we make our own memories every day, good or bad, sometimes devious. But poor little Charlie. Of course, he was a teenager, but at that time. But sometimes you need funny things to happen to give you memories, funny memories, hopefully. But this one's a precious memory. I just wanted to read it to you and hope you enjoyed it. Well, remember that you are special. Even when you're crocheting something, or when you are honored to crochet something, or if they are honored to get something you made, knitted, crocheted, made, anything that you're making memories for someone, good or bad. Funny or sad. Continue crocheting and remember you are special, very, very special. And have a great day. Don't shrink a sweater, okay? That's pretty small, size of your hand. Bye bye, and I'll talk to you another day. Bye bye.